Hey everybody! Happy SciVive Sunday! Late night special. Yeah, I thought it would be fun to just do a little something. This will probably be a shorter stream than normal SciVive Sundays because I am not a night owl. But I have a bunch of energy for some strange reason. So, and I've been out of town. I've been away. Oh, I could get closer to the microphone. I need to reconfigure my setup because my mic is far away and I want to sit. I want to sit like this, but I don't have anything to put this on. Put it on top of my cat. Oh, she probably wouldn't like that though. Mama, no. Anyways, enough of that. This is why I don't do anything at night because I get like sleep drunk, start getting real silly. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this microphone. Hopefully y'all can still hear me well enough, even though it's far, far away. Yeah, wow. Chicago, huh? Chicago was great. I had a tiny little live stream I did a few days ago, the day after the Cubs game, and just had a blast. My new my new custom PulseCon background. Huh? I could not find my green screen, and so I started putting all these up, and then I found my green screen. I was like, well, I'm gonna leave it. Well, hey, there's people here. Hello, Balliot Brand. Hello, Jen Hex. Hello, D Hexagon, and hello, Hex Down Under. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Hope you're having a good day or night. Winding down, waking up. If you're waking up, remember to smile. It's important. It's a good way to start your day. If y'all are in the chat, let me know how the volume is. If I have to speak louder, or if it's okay if I chill. Can I chill back here and you can still hear me? Because that'd be great. Looking good at the baseball game, I think is what you're trying to say, Hex Down Under. Yeah, thanks. I had a wonderful time. I really wanted to be all hexed out, so I was. I did my hair. As you can see, it's faded. It's quite faded now, but if you can tell, it's still a hex gradient. I got the yellow up in there, and then down to the magenta, the fuchsia. All good. Thank you, DHexkin. I appreciate that. Hello, Hexander. Hello, my online ghost. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. It's gonna be pretty chill tonight. I was just kind of scrolling through SciVive, and I found a couple of just little sections that I'm going to read, but I'll just finish talking about Chicago a little bit first. And let me tell you, I'm really looking forward to Thothschild and I are going to do a stream pretty soon here, and probably at least another couple people on that stream. We're going to talk about synchronicity. Oh yeah. And if you have attended any of these hex events, hex meetups, anything like that, that word gets used often. It is often heard in our circles, and I don't think that that's a coincidence. So yeah, synchronicities are amazing. And when like-minded people come together and are working towards a similar goal, I believe that is when the most synchronicities are going to happen. You're going to see people have similar ideas, maybe they've had these different goals or visions in the past, and somehow now that they're within this community, these things are starting to come to fruition that they've wanted to see happen for years. But because they've met someone, or because they shared an idea, or because they heard something from someone else, all of a sudden there's this synchronicity and things start to come together. And I highly believe that that's the case with the Hexagon community. I think it's going to be great. Come to PulseCon, everyone. For sure. If you haven't had a chance yet, if for some reason you think you don't belong there, or maybe you're nervous, maybe you're not a people person. Hey, let me tell you, there's a whole lot of not people persons in this community. I don't remember. I think it might have been Wales Only one talking about that at one point, and saying how most of us are not social butterflies. I'm definitely outside of that mold. I'm the social butterfly for sure. I always have been. So there's a few of us hanging around, but for the most part, there's a lot of people who feel awkward around crowds, who feel awkward around strangers. But honestly, every time this is my third meetup. I went to the Austin meetup, or I guess it would be like my fourth. I mean, Hexpo Vegas felt like a week of meeting up, so that was great. But I went to the Austin meetup, and then the next night there was like another little Austin party for Hexicans, and then Hexpo Las Vegas, and then this Cubs game. I think that's been it. So basically, every time there has been some amazing revelation or connection or new understanding of something that's happened. So, I would just try to encourage you to go out on a limb, come say hello to me. If I'm going to be somewhere, I'm going to be at PulseCon because everybody is coming. I should put my little banner on. Hold on. Speaking of PulseCon, let's do the thing. There we go. You can use my code in case you're just listening. You can use my code WILD15, WILD15, and get 15% off your PulseCon tickets. Good stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. Looking forward to that. And yeah, I mean that's it for me. Let's hear from Richard. Let's see what's going on in the SciVive world here. So I saw these two sections and I thought this would be a good thing to read. It's just kind of it's actually general information about SciVive. So the first little section says, Notes on Self-Help Books. And it goes, it is very likely that most people haven't completed reading any self-help material, let alone most of the classics. So let's just not assume that they are where you are and that they don't need to know what you already take for granted. Most people don't follow their own advice, let alone what they read in literature. If this book simply said, eat healthy, brush your teeth, and exercise, which is great advice, no one would read it. People want to read something they've not already heard a million times. The ideas that you have to hear about are novel, unique, outrageous, and thus make a book worth reading. The most important part of writing a book isn't to present all the data you have on a thing, but to invoke the reader and give them a better ability to analyze the data further and dig deeper. In an ideal world, where one has a ton of memory and an internet connection, they already have access to everything in the world. What they need from you is less, not more. They don't need more data, they need better data. You need to refine and hone their limited attention span on something that is truly beneficial to them, rather than illustrating a million things to confuse the issue. Bruce Lee said, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Again, simplicity is power if practiced and focused properly. I'm going to stop there real quick. Something stuck out to me. Oh, when he talks about attention spans. Oh, wow. And this was written, I mean, a lot of this is from years ago, right? I mean, at least 5-6 years probably. So, and that doesn't seem like a lot of time, but if you think about the kids that have been born within the last 5 or 6 years and all of the iPad babies that just are born with a device in their hand and the attention spans, like, man, I remember, so dating myself, I didn't grow up in that generation. I remember actually being out and riding my bike in the cul-de-sac down the street until the lights went on at night, and having to go home after that. And my mom just trusting that I would be home. No cell phone, not even a pager, nothing at that point. And, I feel like I had such an active imagination. I remember having imaginary friends, even, at a younger age, and just fantasizing about things. And this is kind of a silly memory, but I talk about this, or I haven't talked about it in a while, but It's something that I used to bring up when I was working out in the organic fields and doing a lot of farm work and garden work and things like that. So I was probably like 10-ish, 9, 10 years old. And at the house I grew up in, there was a window. And I was on my bedroom was on the second story, and I could open my window and it faced the sunset. So I would just watch the sunset. And I remember having this can of seeds. And like at one time, like I don't know if you guys remember this. There was like, oh, it's going to escape me. Like a Discovery Channel shop. It was this store at the mall that you could go in, and they had things like moon watching kits and like seed growing stuff. And you can find a lot of that anywhere now, but it was like a new kind of novelty thing when I was younger. So anyways, I've got this like big old packet of seeds. These like, they're just like flower seeds. And I don't know any better, right? I'm like 9. So I've got these seeds and I'm watching the sunset and I'm like throwing these seeds out the window and just singing this little song. I don't even know what I was singing, but I was just singing songs to the sunset and throwing seeds out the window, thinking I'm going to grow all these flowers. And, just the thought, like thinking back to the fact that that's something that I grew up doing that a lot of these kids won't. No one, like, no, I'm not saying no one. Of course, there's children that sing and, have creative imaginations and things like that. But just the impatience, the total lack of being able to attend to something for more than a few seconds because they've had this screen in their face forever. So, when he's saying that, where did it go? You need to refine and hone their limited attention span. That is becoming more and more of an issue. That's why TikTok is so popular, because people can only, they want a minute of whatever it is, and then they're done and they're moving on to whatever the next thing is. Haven't deactivated my Facebook, but I deleted the app, so I don't. Have you all noticed that you just touch it, right? Even Twitter now, right? If I open my phone and I'm trying to do something and I see that I've got a notification on Twitter, oh, I got to click on Twitter. No, I didn't need to click on Twitter. I had something else I needed to do. So, we've been put into this world where we are constantly bombarded by super quick info and things. Hey, and again, I may make it quick, but if anybody does want to come on, message me in the chat or send me a message on Twitter, and I'll send the link, and we can chit chat for a little bit. I'll probably do another like half hour or so. All right, happy Father's Day and happy Juneteenth. Yes, all those things. I saw this really awesome picture of this woman. It's like, if you're being Black and gay on the 19th of June, and she's got like this big rainbow around her, and she's got these like that Tap, you might have actually, I don't know if you put, no, it was someone else. But she's got these like streams of like light just like beaming like, goddess. So happy both of those things. Oh yeah, Tap, that's a great idea. Turn off notifications for your social media apps. That's smart. I should definitely do that, because then you're not automatically drawn like to I have to put that button. Yeah, you saw that. Yeah, that was great. So yeah, Father's Day. I hope everybody called their dads. If you didn't, it's not too late. You got another hour, maybe, depending on where you are in the world. Didn't get to talk to so I have, I've mentioned this before. I was adopted. I've met my family. Like, I know everybody. My birth parents were never together, but I know both of them. And my birth father is a cool dude. I am so thankful that I got to know him. He has a degree, or no, he's a black belt in 10 different like karate types of karate. And he teaches karate. He runs a dojo. It's just the coolest damn thing. And he's very open-minded. Like, spiritually, he's the parent that I connect with the easiest, because we both kind of have more of a open world view, a little more Eastern influence and things like that. So, yeah. And anyone can be that father figure for you, for sure. So yeah, and then my dad that raised me, he's a Mormon, and he's at church all Sunday. So I left him a message because I think this has happened like multiple Father's Days where I'll call him on Father's Day, but it's usually a Sunday. Or if it's a Sunday, I know that he's not going to reply. So I'll probably hear from him tomorrow, which is fine. But yeah, he knows I love him. Man, I went through it was rough this last winter. My dad almost died from COVID. He was hospitalized, and it's one of those moments where you realize the frailty of life and how important it is to really let the people in your life know that you love them. I mean, my grandfather passed away, and this is my birth grandfather. We'll draw a tree at some point. I'll make a map and you'll all understand my crazy family history. But when my grandfather passed, I just thought, man, like, he was a cool dude. I wish I would have spent more time with him. And, I don't want to let that happen with my parents. So I'm going to work on spending more time with them. And it's tough because I'm a traveler and I'm in a different state than most of them. So, but yeah, just, call your parents, say hi, or whoever the parental or figures that mean, people that mean a lot to you. Give them a call. Give them a text, say hello. And let's see what else. I'm going to scroll through some little comments here. Crazy Legs Who says, go sailing for the weekend with your dad at the Chicago Sail GP. So cool news. I did not get to do that. But the day before the GP, I was on a boat. I got to go on a boat and I had a great time on Lake Michigan. It is beautiful. Y'all, I did not realize how cool Chicago is. Okay. I love Austin. I think it's a great city. It's becoming very crowded. It's a small city for all of the people moving there. It's it's going to be interesting to see how the next few years play out in Austin. But Chicago, I've been there a few times over the years and never really had the experience like I did this time. I just had a phenomenal time. I went on the Riverwalk. I went boating in Lake Michigan. I jumped into that water. It was cold. It was cold. But it was great. It actually reminded me of my favorite spot in Austin, which is called Barton Springs. It's a natural spring-fed lake. Spring-fed pool? Spring-fed. It's a spring-fed pool. And it's about 62 degrees year-round. So yeah, I had those spring-fed pool vibes up in Lake Michigan. Wonderful place. I definitely will be returning as swiftly as possible to there. All right, so let us continue, shall we? I'm going to read a little bit more, and again, this is about self-help and SciVive in general. So the next little chunk that he has here, it says, "Get more out of this book." So if you have started reading SciVive, have never read SciVive, or are in the middle of reading SciVive, here is a cool little chunk of info. And it's kind of almost like a little summary as to, what the point is of SciVive. So it says, demand results from your study of this work. Get more out of the book. Maintain an open mind and focus on results. Demand results from your study of this work. SciVive is only as good as the actions you take from it. And that's important. I'm going to read that again. SciVive is only as good as the actions you take from it. And by proxy, the actions other may take from the ideas passing through you. Ooh, that's good too. If a book told you to follow a set of instructions without providing convincing proof, would it be a useful book? No. Demand more from your life. Low expectations are the father of regret. If all your dreams came true instantly, what would your life look like? Specifically, set a new standard. Dream the dream. Live the dream. In this world, you're either making your dreams come true or you're a part of someone else's. Ooh. That's like a little jabby, a little bit. Live the dream. In this world, you're either making your dreams come true or you are a part of someone else's. How much does that speak to the 9 to 5, the rat race, right? if you're not out there running your own business, doing your own thing, being your own boss, you are contributing to someone else's dream. There's one more paragraph or one more little sentence, couple sentences in here. It says, this book is meant to improve the actions you take and change your life. This is not meant to add to the long list of things you already know you should do and which you know you're not doing. So a little bit about there. I'll probably read this next section too. It's time is precious, which, that kind of actually ties in synchronistically to what I was talking about already, because that time that I got to spend with my dad, even though I was there because he was frail, right? And he was weak. And after he got out of the hospital, he needed to be cared for and have food made for him. But all of that time was so precious to me. I mean, I hadn't, that's the first time I'd spent more than an afternoon or an evening, like going out to dinner or something with my dad, probably in a long time. I'm not going to say how long. Maybe I will. But no, it's, it was like since he was at the house. I mean, since I was a kid, I don't remember spending days with him, and part of that is he's a workaholic. He's just a real working man. And part of that is, my parents got divorced when I was younger, and he's got, he's remarried and has a stepdaughter. So I have a stepsister who's badass, real cool girl. So he's got this family, and, and I was already older, and at the time got married young, and I was, let's rephrase that. Doesn't matter whether I was married or not. I was independent. I left the house, early on, and went to college and did my thing, and they'd never expected any less of me. So having to get to spend a whole, like, I was there actually for a couple months. Some of that he was in the hospital, but it was really nice. It was nice to reconnect with my dad and get to do that. So happy Father's Day again to all the dads out there, and all the moms being dads. I said that on Mother's Days because there's dads being moms. So, some parents got to play both roles. All right. So time is precious. Let's read this. And then I think I might be done. My voice is scratchy. It's 11. I might actually be tired now. But again, thank you all for tuning in. Let me just double check my messages here. Oh, yeah, facts for sure, Tap. And thank you so much, Tap, for all your encouragement and your what you do. Thanks for what you do. I'm excited to be on the damn crypto show on Monday. Ooh, hold on, y'all. There's a big ass mosquito. I don't want to kill it with fire. It's like the only creature that I want to die. I want it to die. Everything else, I love magic and animals and insects and everything like that. But it's so big. It's so big because it's been feasting on my blood. I saw it and now it's gone. Sorry. Okay. Dramatic drama on stream, y'all. There's a big blood stain up here that you can't see because it's the camera, but I killed another one earlier. It was so fat. It was so fat, full of my blood. And I know tomorrow I'm going to wake up and have bumps. Anyways, let's continue. Let us continue because time is precious and we don't need to waste time on my mosquito dilemma. All right. Yeah, Hex Down Under. I'm glad I'm here too. I don't know. I'm not sure if you're the person who has told me this, but someone sent me a message once. Hex Down Under said, glad you're here. I can't read. I had somebody send me a message saying that they're dyslexic and that reading is really difficult for them. So they were super stoked that the audio for SciVive was done. And I'm glad. No, I know the difference, Brizology, and thank you for tuning in. Sorry, Briz just said, is it a mosquito or mosquito eater? The really big ones eat mosquitoes, but they're creepy as hell. Yes, I am aware. I love mosquito eaters. They're huge and creepy, but they're not that creepy to me because I know what they do. I like them. And then like big spiders. I like spiders too. I used to be kind of arachnophobic, and then I worked on a farm. That fixed that real quick. So I love spiders and all creatures except for mosquitoes. It's terrible. Someone once said that they are the reason that chocolate or cacao gets pollinated, but I'm skeptical. I think we could have all the mosquitoes die in a fire and it'd be fine. Anyways, back to preciousness of time. This one's a little long, so it's like a page. It's a page long. I might stop in the middle and give my thoughts as I'm reading, but I might just read the whole thing. Let's find out. Time is precious. You're only awake 16 hours a day. Now subtract out all the hours where you have to be doing something. How many hours are left? 3? This is your free time. Choose wisely how you spend these precious few hours. If your schedule hasn't changed when you finish SciVive, ooh, this is good. I didn't remember this. Okay, sorry. If your schedule hasn't changed when you finish reading SciVive, read it again, because you're only going to get the improvement you want in your life when it's scheduled full of more action. You never step in the same river twice. It changes. And over time, so do you. In fact, this is not in the book, but if you look into it, there's information out there that has said that every 7 years, every single cell in our body has changed. So every 7 years, you are, like, to use a word from a Christian perspective, you're born again. Literally, your body is born, like, is renewed and refreshed and is all new and shiny. So I thought that was really cool. Anyways, back to the book. Okay. So I'll repeat this. You never step in the same river twice. It changes, and over time, so do you. When you read with a result in mind, you notice and remember the parts that are most important for you to remember. SciVive offers something different to each person who reads it. Everyone is at a different place in their personal journey. As you progress, you'll see that it adds new meaning to parts that didn't seem so special to you the first time around. A real conversation is the highest aspiration of a well-written book. Most books are nothing like a conversation. In a conversation of equals, you listen at least as much as you speak. And that's so good. I'm going to read that again too, because that's an important thing that I've had to learn over time, because I've been that person who's been waiting to talk instead of listening. I'm just waiting to say the next thing. So I've really worked at being a better listener. So in a conversation of equals, you listen at least as much as you speak. The dazed look on one of your audience's faces easily lets you know when you need to spend more time explaining something. Sometimes you can feel what's going on inside your conversational partner's mind. You notice when a person's mouth is eager and waiting for a pause. Any pause will do to add to the conversation. A conversation where everyone is learning and building is a beautiful thing. SciVive is a mere 2-dimensional representation of such a glorious event. And 3 dimensions are much better, as they add a great deal of complexity, interaction, and exploration of a subject. If what you have to say is important enough to make it into a book, then it is surely important enough to be written in a language your audience understands. If you want to have a good time speaking with teenagers, the elderly, hippies, and CEOs, you'd better learn to speak a few different languages. It is believed that if you speak to a person as a friend and are interested in similar things, you can form a greater and lasting bond. Since a book cannot converse with you directly to ask you personally about the things you care about, SciVive is going to have to settle for you choosing your own adventure. Oh, I love that too. It's like a choose your own adventure book, y'all. Okay. You can leave the parts of this conversation that are least important for you last. The topics covered in SciVive are broad and touch so many people in many places that they can be seen from hundreds of perspectives. Where one person finds an idea exciting, another will be enraged. What could be more fun? I fucking love Richard, man. He's just like, just so brilliant. So brilliant. And I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling a little saucy. I got a little bit of battery left and I got 18 viewers. So let me check the comments real quick. And then I think I'm going to read a little bit more. I'm so glad you all like the reading. I love it too. I love reading. Ship of Theseus. This is from Brasology says. I'm going to add this to the thing here. There we go. It's a theory that if you replace each plank on the ship one by one, it's still the same ship. Oh, is it still the same ship or a completely new ship? Interesting. That's in relation to, I was talking earlier about how every 7 years your cells change. So is it the same ship? Am I the same SJ or am I a totally new SJ? Who knows? Hello, Y. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, gonna read a little bit more because this next section also looks really awesome. Where am I even in this book? Oh, I'm in the intro. So this is part of the introduction, which is great. The intro itself is just, got a lot of really great little nuggets in it. So here we go. An open mind welcomes controversy. And who is more controversial right now than Richard Hart himself, huh? That guy. Oh, I haven't had a chance. I've been really just off the radar in the last few days, just enjoying my time in Chicago. So I haven't caught up on really anything in the Twitterverse, but I've seen that there was an article about Hex. I got to read it. Richard's making waves, y'all. He is doing it with his outrage marketing. That's, he knows what he's doing. So I trust it. I believe in him. I believe in Hex is the way. Hex is the way. All right, let's go back to an open mind welcomes controversy. We deal in controversial things, for those are the things that have the most profit. The more people that are doing a thing wrong, the more profit there is in changing to do it right, which that sentence right there reminds me of his book, Fix the World, which I'm working on. We'll get there. Now that I'm back from Chicago, I think I'm going to spend a lot of time trying to get that read and get the audio done. But yeah, I mean, he's all about that. The more people that are doing a thing wrong, the more profit there is in changing to do it right. So sadly, people doing things wrong usually, sadly, people who think, sadly, people doing things wrong usually think they're doing them right and perhaps better than everyone else. Telling people what they're doing wrong and how to do it better usually pisses them off. True. Find freedom by not becoming the devil's advocate. Don't be a slave to someone else's position. We're lucky when we meet someone who is not only passionate about that which they speak, but perhaps even knowledgeable as well. And that's, again, going back to this whole hexagon thing and meeting up and synchronicity. That is the vibe I get from so many people. Passionate about what they're speaking about and knowledgeable. That's a lot of this group, and we all do it in our own way, which is awesome. We're passionate. I'm passionate in my way. Rags to Riches is passionate in his way. Valiant Brand's passionate in his way. Hot Pearl, she does it in her way. We're all there together. We're all working together for this greater goal and pursuing it passionately and using the knowledge that we have and that we've gained from one another to move this ship forward, y'all. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We would obviously want to impress such a person speaking to us so as to be worthy of the conversation. What are the most common ways you've seen this happen yourself? You can't very well repeat back the same ideas that were just given to you. You might come up with a novel idea that could add to another's. However, that person is likely more knowledgeable and has been thinking about it for longer, which may be why the topic was brought up in the first place. It would be most impressive if you could construct on top of another person's idea and make it stronger. Ooh, we were talking about synchronicity, and I totally talked about this before. That's what I was saying, is that I feel like that's how our synchronicities within this community happen, is that we're building up each other's ideas. Some of us have probably had the same thought and the same idea, and we're putting it out there in the world, and we're building off of each other's knowledge and helping each other with the passion that we have for the Richard Hart ecosystem. So continue. There is an easy way, though, and a shortcut to feeling important. Sorry, I got distracted. Let me reread that. There is an easy way, though, and a shortcut to feeling important. I love destruction. That's literally the next word. Destruction! ! Let the idea maker know why it is wrong, why it won't work, or shouldn't work, or can't work. This is great stuff. Where in the original conversation, if you only added a small icing on the idea cake, you'd seem only to be an accessory. If instead you disagree with someone's ideas, you are equal or greater. Screw the screw the quest for truth, which pays off only after many days. Feeling important pays off right now. Think about the last time you tried to explain to someone they were doing something wrong. And remember the mental gymnastics you might have witnessed. It takes a great person to skip the burp. Do over. All right. Y'all now you kind of understand why it took me. Okay, so the SciVive audio is 22 hours. It took me probably 40 to do it because of things like that. It takes a great person to skip the easy route and bide their time in silence, thinking of something great to add. When the gambit pays off and you can construct with your speaking buddy instead of disagreeing, friendships are made. Very true. True indeed. Sweet. Well, y'all, it's late. I'm going to say what's up to chat. Maybe we can talk for chit chat for another few minutes, but I'm a little sleepy now. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to the people who showed up. You know, I think I'm grateful y'all are here. I think I said these names already. Why? Good to see you. Tap again. DJ Polly. Hello. Torrent Sonic Pulse. Steak Yo Hex. I love it. Late 28. And yeah, that's everybody. Yeah. Oh, Steak Yo Hex. I think Steak Yo. So I'm sorry. I need to say that correctly. Steak Yo Hex. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Steak Yo Hex says, thankful you are doing this. Been wanting to read it, but really like listening more than reading. You rock. Appreciate it. The whole book is on my channel. There's a playlist. So you can check that out and listen to the whole book if you'd like. And thank you again. Yeah, Thoth, I am. I am wrapping up. That's all right. See, go back and watch, and you'll see how it's all tied in, and we will synchronistically get our shit together at some point. Is that it? Have I only it's 37 minutes. I've been going for 37 minutes. Is it too short? Okay. I don't know. You want to come on? You want to do it? I might. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a little loopy. I'm done reading. I'm not. You're gonna have to like carry the show. So I'm a little tired. What do you say? I'll do it. 15, 20 minutes? Is that too little? Is too little time? Give me a yes? Yes? No? Yes? Yeah, I'm tired. You're right. Yeah, it's great. I love this man, Thoth's Child. Mwah! You are wonderful. I love this whole community. You guys, I honestly, like I was saying earlier, if we haven't met yet and you are a supporter of mine and you watch this stuff, come to PulseCon, come say hi, come meet everyone and really get to know this community because it's gorgeous. It is a gorgeous community, y'all. It's just beautiful. I'm tired. I am tired. This is silly, sleepy SJ. Yes. So once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate you. I'm so glad that I can just sit here and be kind of goofy and read Richard's words and y'all love it. Cause you know, I was talking to someone a couple days ago about just how I got started in the community and how amazing it is to feel like I'm providing value. And I feel like there is a whole slew of folks out there who are maybe interested in adding value, think they might want to, you know, maybe need to test the waters a little bit. Please, you know, especially, okay, so if you are interested in trying to stream and you haven't before, maybe hit me up for a SciVive Sunday. Come up with, you know, a part of the book that you like and you want to talk about. I am so down to have new people. I will hold your hand and walk you through how StreamYard works. It's a little scary at first, but it's really simple once you get used to it. And similarly, if you are a lady and you want to come on a Women Crush Wednesday show, you know, I don't know how much longer I'm going to do that. I'm going to have a few interesting guests in the next couple weeks, but I want to start kind of uplifting just like everyone in general. But yes, We needed you, beloved. I appreciate it. It's good. You know, it's good to feel like part of a family. It's good to feel welcome and to feel, again, you know, just like I'm bringing something, I'm contributing something here. And it is, it's hard to put into words. I mean, I really feel like I've come home with this group of people, and I felt similar. I have felt similar before in like the drum and bass community. I feel like I can go to a drum and bass show anywhere in the world and feel like I'm at home. But you know, this Hexagon thing, there is something to it. There's something about us staking for 15 years, something about us, you know, trying to lift each other up through this bear market. I heard that might be a little bit about the articles about, you know, is that we're not crying. Like we're I mean, some people are. Unnecessarily though, y'all just stake and chill for real. For real. It's a good place to be, and I am grateful for you. Yeah, smash the like, subscribe. No, thought I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, I can barely talk. You hear this? You hear that scratchy voice? ASMR scratchy SJ voice. Yeah, Crazy Legs too. I don't know if I said your name earlier. Late 28. Good to see y'all. Thank you again. But yes, everyone, thank you so. Oh my God! Wait a minute. Just when she thought she was gonna get some sleep, this guy. What are you doing? I love your sweater. Oh my God, I love.
I gotta get rid of this.
What are they called? Those little bubbly head spirit guys.
Oh, me?
On your hoodie, yeah. What are they called? Those guys.
Kodama.
Yeah.
The Kodama.
Away?
The Kodama are the spirits of the forest from Japanese myths, and they are from Spirited Away. This is correct.
Yeah. I love it.
I used to see these when I was a little boy.
I do not doubt that.
I used to see the Kodama when I was like 2 and 3 years old in the woods.
Nice.
I did. I saw ghosts and all manner of strange alien thingies. But yes, the Kodama, when I saw the movie as an adult, I said, my jaw dropped. I said, oh my God, those are the fucking things I saw as a 2-year-old.
Nice.
Yeah. What's up, kid?
I'm tired. That's what's up.
I was like, no, fuck that. Because I was like, if she's going to keep fucking talking and keep talking, I'm just going to use that goddamn link, man.
I was trying to wrap it up. Sweet.
Go ahead. Wrap it up.
All right. Y'all look forward to more of this. These two goofballs right here. Like, we're definitely going to stream real soon. So stay tuned for that. Tune into Thoth's Mind Spray. That shit's awesome. We're bringing you content you're not going to find anywhere else on the internet. That's for damn sure.
You know what's funny is that like some people don't know how to take it. And when I was in the conversations with the brothers at the genesis of that, they were like, Hexaco needs wider content. It needs a wider expanse of expression. We need to be into the arts and be into anthropology and sociology and spiritualism. And we need a pottery class, a hex pottery class, any fucking thing. And you just do what you do. And now that I'm doing what I'm doing, some people are like, could you break out the charts and maybe talk about Pulse X a little bit? And I'm like, you guys got people for that. You guys got people for that.
Many people for that. Yeah. We're a different kind of jam, y'all. We speak that different jive. Yeah.
Little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, sweet dreams, kiddo.
Won't find any charts here.
Maybe occasionally on mine.
Brizology says a tufting class. A tufting. What is tufting?
Tufting. Is that something to do with horses?
I don't know. Brizology, what is tufting? Educate me.
Probably
educate me so I can go to sleep.
Pubic hair or something. Knowing Briz.
I don't know what that was. Don't look at me. Too tired. Too sleepy. All right. So
Well,
It's time. It's time.
I'll be offering a special episode on donkey punching coming up real soon.
Beautiful. I can't wait.
Good night.
Oh, good night, love. Good night, everybody. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Take care wherever you are, and remember to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, my friends.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, and wake up smiling.
Stay high.
Bye.
Bye.